everybody. Hey, sorry, I am a little discombobulated today. I went out and I got my new COVID shot yesterday, and I forgot what those vaccine hangovers are like. Oh my God, I have been completely in a fog all day, and oh man, it is fun to be here though, and I'm glad that we get to do this again. Oh man, how are you? Happy Friday. Let's see, a couple quick things before we get started. Obviously, we're here for more Silent Hill Ascension. We've been doing this for the last couple days, and, it's been kind of fun to get to see this sort of side project for a franchise that we all really enjoy kind of take on sort of a life of its own, both, positively and negatively within the community. And I'm glad to see this is like when you look at things like, the amount of influence points that are being invested, that clearly, assuming of course that, they're being honest, there's a lot of people still playing. Hey, Vested Rider, how are you? Welcome. Happy Friday. So let's see. We yesterday had a little bit of extra decisions that were added to our pool here. So let's go ahead and just take a look. If you haven't, just a quick overview. If this is your first Silent Hill Ascension episode, the prior episodes are all on my on my YouTube channel. So if you have a second, go over and check this out. You've been waiting all day for this. Super pumped. Oh, awesome. Hey, Game Day Friends Online, how are you? Welcome. Oh man, I've been looking forward to this too, because I'm really curious to see kind of where they're going, especially tomorrow. I'm curious about today's episode too. But tomorrow, they set up a number of big decisions during the premiere episode, this is episode 4. And it sounds like those are all going to pay off. So just a reminder, we normally stream right here Saturdays and Sundays, 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific time. And what we're going to do is we're going to, play. We've been playing Silent Hill The Room, which is part 4. And I think we're going to finish it tomorrow. And then we will, once 6 o'clock rolls around, 6 o'clock Pacific time, then we're gonna jump into this and get to see where are they taking the series. And that'll be kind of fun to do post an actual stream, because depending on how long we go, we might be able to just jump right from one to the other, and I think that'll be fun. Okay, sorry, I just inhaled a bowl of ramen, so I'm just trying to catch up before we get going. A couple quick announcements, and then we'll take a look at some of the decisions and all that. Can't wait for that. The ending of Silent Hill 4 is cool. Ooh, okay. All right, interesting. Yeah, I've never played Silent Hill 4, as you know, Vested Rider, but other people may not. So I'm really excited to see where that goes. All right. Let's see, a couple announcements. First up, on the main channel, I have a new video coming out tomorrow. Something I've been working on for almost 2 months. It was right when I got back from Burning Man. I jumped right into it, and it's done. It is called I Can Fix Dead Space 3. If you've been following my channel for a little while, I put out a video a few months ago called I Can Fix the Callisto Protocol, and we sort of took the story as it is and reworked it to be a better version of what it could be, just to be able to say hey, this could have been a well-written game without tearing down everything they built. Now, it's easy for me to say that not being involved in game development, but I think it's important to be able to look at the games that are sort of known for being subpar, especially, in the narrative department, and be able to say hey, look, with a little more love, these actually could have been really good. And so what I did is we talk about the story of Dead Space 3, and we rewrite the story of Dead Space 3 without any new locations, characters, gameplay mechanics, or major story beats. So we're not throwing out a whole bunch of work that the devs already did, because obviously I could see why, people would be like, oh, well, of course, that's just fan fiction that you're writing now. So we're doing it all kind of within the confines of the game. Ooh, maintenance in progress. This is interesting. All right, cool. You definitely check that out. 1 and 2 were so good, but 3 didn't really like. Yeah, 3's obviously, it's a divisive one. I thought people kind of universally didn't like 3, but I've been pretty surprised. My other Dead Space videos, I definitely have covered 1 and 2 on the main channel. And like a lot of people, I took a lot of shots at Dead Space 3 as well. And I was really surprised to see the number of people that came out of the woodwork to be like, hey, you know what? That game's actually not that bad. You guys are just being mean. And I admit, having played it now a number of different times, there are things I really like about it. I agree it's not as good as the first 2. I'm not at that point yet, where I'm ready to be a convert for 3. But I think that there's enough good in there that it's worth discussing. I'm gonna get our friends on TikTok on as well. And to be able to say hey, there was a lot of ideas there. Unfortunately, EA basically strangled it. Hey, Sarah, welcome. How are you? Happy Saturday for you. It's Saturday. Friday night here in California. Maybe you'll replay it. You don't think you ever beat it. I mean, if you do want, I do have, obviously doing a full story summary in that video, so that might give you the idea of like whether or not you want to replay it. But if you do, definitely check it out. So I'm excited for that to drop. I did my Dead Space 2 video was, if folks haven't seen it yet, was a little more personal than I planned for it to be. If you've seen it, you know. And so is this one. Originally I kind of did 3 because sort of like I did a poll on the main channel and everyone voted for that one. And I was kind of like, all right, fine. Well, we were gonna have to do it eventually. Let's go ahead and knock it out. And it ended up being like one of the most personal videos I ever made. So yeah, like definitely the most personal since the Dead Space 2 video. So if you're a fan of Dead Space, definitely check it out. So that'll be coming up there. So I've got a lot going on this weekend, but the good news for me is that until the next stream, I've got everything locked and loaded. Hey, Sharon, how are you? Happy Friday to you. So now this is like, once we finish here, this is going to be one of the first nights in 2 months where I can do nothing, which I am really looking forward to. But of course, we'll be back on Saturday just doing things as we always are. Anyway, so this is still loading up here. So let's see what this is. Yeah, I think we might have had some technical problems yesterday. Hey, Mimi, how are you? Not us, but like the website. There was 2 moments that I think might have been mistakes. So there was a question that we all could vote on about one of the characters, her name is Rachel, what she would tell her child because they had to leave the house in the middle of the night. Of course, your child is confused and a little scared. So we voted on one particular option, and then they played another one. So I think there might have been some mistakes there. Okay, here we go. And then also, there's a couple of moments where there's some QTEs, and this is for characters to try to preserve their hope level. Apparently, like, hope is a metric in this game, and if your hope drops too far, it might mean that, like, you might be more susceptible to dying in the event that, like, when you get kind of put in a life or death decision. Let's see, those COVID shots are no joke. Though you got so sick last time. Yeah, they're no joke. It's better than having COVID, so I'll take it, but, like, yeah, today I have been useless. I was half and half on canceling the stream. I'm glad I didn't. I think we'll be able to power through here, but oh man. Cool. All right. So let's see. For today, this seems like this is the one question that looks like is going to be resolved. So Astrid, there's like about 3 different plots going on right now. Astrid lives in Norway. Her mother just died due to mysterious circumstances. Am I not feeling good? Yeah, Sharon, so I got my new COVID vaccine yesterday, and I forgot that, like, the day after that, there's, like, a hangover that just wrecks you. And I just woke up feeling gross, and I've been useless all day. So I was half and half on, like, doing the stream, but I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm going to power through it. I committed to this, and I'm going to make it happen. And I think it's going to be okay. All right, anyway, so, yeah. So Astrid is kind of looking into her mother's death. Her mother was, like, had, like, some kind of chronic illness, and her father was giving her non-prescribed morphine. And so Astrid's trying to figure out, like, okay, did my mother die because she got too much morphine on accident, on purpose? Who's to say? But her son got in trouble at school for biting another kid. So they got in a fight. And then so Astrid was asking a coworker, like, okay, so how do I, like, what do I do here? She could take the kid's side, blame the other kid. Take her son's side, blame the other kid. Looks like lecture him seems to be the clear winner. Like, hey, you like, yeah, even if somebody provokes you, you can't go around biting people. Seems like a reasonable response. Or take away his toys, which she didn't want to. She didn't want to have to do, and I think she felt like, like he's not going to like that either. So, I don't know. So that's going to get resolved today. We have a few other. Actually, I keep going off of this. We have a few other ones that we have not touched on yet. So Astrid, of course, found this syringe. We have about 1 day left, so this will be resolved tomorrow. Is like, what do you do with the fact that you now know that your father was giving your mom unprescribed painkillers, and then she died. Now she doesn't know those 2 events are connected, but she doesn't know that they're not either. So in this case, she's saying, all right, like, it looks like the clear winner is going to be turn it over to the police. So I guess she's going to do that. Now the police are going to do a talk screen. So is the game mostly is Don't They Silent Hill? Julia, it's like, I'm curious to see how it's going to go into the world of Silent Hill. so far, apparently this takes place before the fall of Silent Hill. So like theoretically, as the show goes on, we may see more and more of these actually, like, we may see more and more parallels and actually like understand how Silent Hill kind of came to be. Let's see, Rachel over here. She works for a let's see, she is part of a company called the Foundation. They're a cult. Let's just call them a cult. And she was doing a ceremony. Hey, sister, how are you? Welcome. Happy Friday. To try to cure this like low-level member named Joy of something called the Blight. Now, unfortunately, during the ceremony, a demon was summoned, and that demon killed Joy. So Rachel needs to tomorrow explain to the elders what happened. And it looks like everyone's still going with the redemption path over here and saying it's because I doubted. Which, you know, fine. How are we doing on time? Okay, 2 minutes. Let's see. And then lastly, there's one more we haven't touched on yet. Yes. Okay, so this is the Toby one. I'm curious to see if we get more of this. We didn't get too much yesterday. How will Toby respond to Joy's death? So Toby was Joy's husband. Toby is one of the few people not in the Foundation. He's also the town drunk, so he's not taken very seriously, it seems like. And right now, this is the only time the evil path has been chosen. It looks like people are voting for Attack the Foundation. And a lot of people, looks like there's been 9.7 million influence points committed to that. But it's not too far ahead of Demand Answers. So, we'll see. So yeah, I'm not sure if we'll see more of Toby, but it looks like since we are 2 minutes out, let me go ahead and turn that off and then get the, okay, capture is on. All right, so theoretically we should be, let me just look at one of these real quick and just make sure the volume's coming through. Okay, it's not coming through on my side. I'm not sure why that is, but let me figure that out. I might need just one moment to figure out why that's not happening. Everything was working fine when I was testing it. Let's see. Okay, so that's there. Let me make sure that we're on the right output. We are. And there's sound. So I don't know if it's the site. Ah, there's a mute. Why is there a mute on there? I didn't turn that on.
Did I catch you at a bad
Aha,
time?
there it is. Phew, okay. All right. That was close, you guys. I don't know about you. Were you scared? I was scared. All right. Oh, all right. So 37 seconds. We'll get our new episode here. Here we go. Indeed. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. I hope we get some more Toby today. I really do. I'm really kind of curious to learn a little bit more about that. Joy and Toby, to me, so far, are the most interesting characters out of the bunch. But let's see how things develop, and also whether or not they fix Carl's hope level after last time. All right. Oh, let's full screen that so you don't have to look at my desktop. Oh, they also they took out the actual chat. Now it's just icons. I don't know if you all were aware of this. There was some there was definitely a whole bunch of off-topic chat going on. I don't know if you saw this. So I can kind of see why they did it, but now it's just icons, and it's a whole lot less interesting. I kind of like chat anarchy. I really do. Okay, let's see. We're going to go right into this with Astrid reacting to her son biting another child. All right, Astrid, lay down the law.
Hey, Angel. I need to talk to you about something. You know how you've been staying home from school? That's because of what happened on your last day.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember?
You ask a lot of questions, Mama. Like Zane.
Is that a friend in your class?
Imaginary friend.
She's taking a very kind of like even keel to this here. My mom wouldn't be doing this.
Your teacher said you got into an argument and you bit another kid? Orson, look at me.
Okay, so they played the right choice
Bit
this time.
someone. That's not okay, ever. Do you understand me? When you hurt people, it hurts you in your heart. And it hurts my heart too. You don't want to hurt me, do you?
Astrid, I think that's enough.
Hey, Carl, let her parent.
No, that was hard to hear.
That wasn't that bad.
Ugliness. That's how your grandma behaved. I don't think we need any more angry, mean old ladies in the world. We need more good little boys. More Orsons.
Yeah, Grandma was a piece of work. I can sort of understand why Grandpa was giving her the painkillers. All right, well, that wasn't so bad. Astrid, seemed to be very, like, understanding. Orson looks at the kind of kid who might want to hurt his mom's heart. Oh, he wouldn't do that.
I can make us some tea. The water's still hot.
No, Papa.
You did a hard thing up there, talking things out with Orson. But I think you'll be a better person for it.
I don't want to hear your review of my parenting skills.
Yeah, she wasn't being so bad.
Then what do you want to talk about?
What, are you going to let the kid run around biting people?
The one I found in Mama's room.
Oh, yes.
There's nothing more to say.
Ooh.
I ran a test on it, Papa. It was filled with morphine. Is that what you were giving, Mama? Is that what killed her?
Why do you bring this up again? Why can't you let it go?
Her mom died like a few days ago.
I told you her death wasn't my fault. I did everything for your mother.
Because you were scared of her.
Well,
You
I'd be scared of her
don't
too.
know anything. You don't know what it was like, what she could do, what...
Are you fucking serious? I know exactly what it was like. Every day in this house was torture. And you, Papa, you didn't do a goddamn thing about it.
Oh.
God, I...
Okay.
Where are you going?
To get Orson. You're not fit to be around him.
Okay, so he can see the demons, she can't.
You don't know what you're saying.
I thought all of this shit was finally gone with Mama. I was wrong.
Huh.
I'm sorry. I don't know what happened.
I've heard a lifetime of empty apologies. I don't need another.
Ooh, how will Carl react to Orson, Astrid keeping Orson from him?
Please. I'm sorry.
Okay, we'll see that on Sunday, it looks like.
Sorry.
We'll talk about that when the show's over. Okay, so yeah, I'm still trying to figure out exactly how the other world works within the context of the show. Who is this? This is, it looks like it's probably Faith. I think that's Rachel's daughter. They have arcade games in the Foundation? Really? That place sounds cool.
Make it stop.
So Rachel's been seeing demons ever since the ceremony with Joy. Maybe Carl did something similar earlier? I don't know. Go.
I can lock up. See you back at the house? I could cook and...
We need to go back.
What?
Let's go, Faith. Grab your stuff.
Wait,
Go back to
Rach.
where? To the Foundation or to the house?
Mommy? Faith, honey, can you go check on the machines over there? Go see if anyone left anything behind.
Maybe they own this
Trusted me enough
laundromat.
to tell me what really happened to Joy, and you can trust me now. So tell me, what's going on? Hey, look at me. Rach, you can talk to me.
I can't.
Rach,
Oh, thank you
come
for the
on.
likes on TikTok.
It's me. I'm not gonna tell anybody anything.
You're asking me to break my oath.
I just want to help.
I said no.
Oh. Okay, so you're choosing the Foundation over your husband. That's a little messed up, but all right. The more you're watching this, the more you're getting hooked. Yeah, I'm curious to see where this goes. Okay, all right, so yeah, so Eric, kind of got shut down a little bit. If I were him, I'd be a little annoyed. I'm your husband. I mean, that's your church. I get it, but they shouldn't be pitting each other against. They shouldn't be pitted against each other, right? Okay. Next up, endure. Okay, so we have to endure with Astrid. So this is like the QTEs, and I guess Astrid has a sequence here. Let's see. These go on a little long, like they're at least yesterday's did. And the weird thing was, There's a score for me personally over here, and there's a score for the community. And last time we both passed, and Carl lost hope anyway. So I'm curious I don't know if that was a mistake or what. Okay, so yeah, now Astrid is seeing Carl's other world. Now, whether that's a metaphor, it's gotta be. Like, I'm guessing, you know, like, consciously they don't know they're in a place like this. Because Carl never mentions it. Oop. Okay. Yeah, okay, now over there, you see, like, whenever I do well, it's going to go up in the blue to the right. If I do poorly, it's going to go red to the left. Same with the community. And these dogs, these split-head dogs, are just the worst. Whoa. All right. I think we did all right for phase 1. Not bad. Now. Yeah, because I don't think the only people who have we've tried to help endure so far are Carl and Toby, and neither one of them has mentioned this later on. So I don't know if maybe this is in their subconscious. That was also something that irritated you about Silent Hill. No one seemed to acknowledge the situation that they were in. Yeah, I get that, like, Silent Hill is sort of like all the characters sort of speak in dreamlike riddles anyway. But yeah, there is a point where, like, I think only except for, like, James and Angela, I don't think anyone else actually had, like, a dialogue about what was going on. Oh, thank you for the likes on TikTok. Kind of like a David Lynch movie. Yeah, it kind of is. I can see that. Yeah, kick the rat roaches. All right, we seem to be doing pretty well at the QTEs so far. For now. But these do go on. Okay, now last time this is... Okay, yes, all right, so we succeeded. But last time, Carl lost hope anyway, so let's see if Astrid maintains her hope. Still loading. Yeah, now Astrid, I guess, works at the hospital. And it sort of seems like she's in, like, the other world version of her hospital right now. Whoop. Okay, we got more of these. Good to know. All right, we got perfect scores now. For now. Surely not forever. Ugh. This is where they debut some of the new monsters, too. We don't know enough about Astrid yet. I think she's kind of like... Seems like both she and Carl are sort of haunted by her mother. And they're both part of, like, the outcast family for whatever reason. They haven't explained why that is yet. We still don't know why the Johansons are sort of, like, pariahs in this town. Let's see, is that... I guess this is pretty similar to walking around. There's always a hospital in Silent Hill anyway. Whoop. Oh, shoot, missed that one. Maybe one of them wants to dance in the small town, just doesn't accept that. What, like Footloose? Ugh. Okay, this was the thing in the kitchen that Carl saw. Yes, exactly like Footloose. That's the first Footloose reference I've heard in quite a while. Oh, man. It's happened like a madman. Phew. Okay. Ugh. Oh, we saw these things yesterday. Carl was trying to get around these. A Silent Hill dance ending would rule. I'm surprised, like, they haven't had that yet, because they've had some silly endings. You know, there's a dog ending, there's a UFO ending, usually. But yeah, Carl was trying to get past these yesterday. Oh, missed that one. Ooh. I hope we get some explanations as to, like, why these particular monsters appear before, like, Astrid and Carl. Get him. Oh, Astrid. Terrible shot. Ashley, thanks for following. The monsters are so cool, and in this, they definitely did a good job on it. Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to know more about, like, why they're there, you know? Like, why do these particular monsters seem to appear for Astrid and Carl? Alright, we succeeded. I think hopefully we kept Astrid's hope alive for now. Still not sure where they're going to take Astrid as a character. I don't know why the community just failed all of a sudden. That's probably a mistake. We'll see. Is there more? Surely it's a manifestation of personal trauma. Yes, but why? Why these?
What is this place?
Okay, somebody asking the right questions. Why exactly am I here? Okay, this thing was stalking Carl in the prior episodes. Got this. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna try to fight that thing? Don't try to fight that thing. That is way bigger than you. That is a real bad idea. Return to Thanksgiving dinner. Yeah, seriously. Yeah, you need to not be there, Astrid. You are not going to win in a fight with that thing. I don't know what you think that chair is going to do. I hate to break it to you. That thing is easily 300 pounds, if not more. From what you've seen of the story and the monsters, you can't make any obvious connections. Yeah, me either just yet. I'm hoping that they put some forethought into why everyone kind of has their own particular monsters. You know, kind of like they do in the actual games. I certainly hope so. Yeah, get the heck out. All right, we've seen this fan before. What? Oh, thanks for the likes on TikTok. We're gonna have the actual like goals back on TikTok tomorrow. Boy, this whole episode is just QTs. Whoa. Oh boy. Oh. All right, you took out one of them. Very Pyramid Head of you. Is this the new Silent Hill game? Muscly Guy, it's the new Silent Hill series. It is sort of a game and also sort of not. It's kind of like if you ever played a Telltale game, it's a lot like that, except the community is all making choices together as opposed to you making specific choices just for you. All right, we succeeded again. We're 3 for 3 today. All right, look at us getting better. Is there going to be more? Oh, Nick, thank you for the heart me. I appreciate it. So it's an online game. Yes, okay, Astrid's hope increased. Okay, we finally won one. John, thanks for following. Yeah, so it is kind of like an online game. It's kind of like a live service game. And we'll go through it together here for the folks who didn't see it. Okay, post-show. That's out there. Thank you, Vested Rider. I appreciate that. All right, then this is, yeah, these are the items that we, the scenes that we watched just now. So, of course, if somebody missed it, they could do it. Yeah, hashtag it's trauma. Yeah, Unkindled. That's gotta be a response to a lot of the criticism that that this got originally. Because I can't think of any other reason why you would make a sticker right over here that's all rainbow colored that says it's trauma. But we'll see where this goes. I don't entirely know. All right, so let's look at kind of what happened here and what sort of changed amongst the decisions here. So this new one that just came up with Astrid saying Carl, Orson's grandfather is not fit to be around him. Now, granted, as far as Astrid knows, Carl just threw a pan at her for like no reason. Of course, Carl saw a demon. She didn't. And okay, so what is he gonna do? So far, and this is very early in the voting. Can you buy those stickers for real? I don't know if you can buy actual physical stickers. You can certainly buy the digital versions, but I'd really want the physical ones, Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger Force. No, Sista, I don't think Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger Force would be much of a father. All right, so we got what will Carl how will he react to Astrid keeping Orson from him? Call her bluff, demand an apology, or it certainly looks like beg for forgiveness seems to be the main one. What should we vote on here? Call her bluff, demand an apology, or beg for forgiveness? Chat, what do you think? So if you haven't seen the voting yet, I currently have 13.8 thousand influence points. And it costs 200 by default to vote. But you can commit more points if you feel really strongly about something. So like if I really want Carl to call her bluff, then I could actually like add on more and more and more influence points if I really wanted to. So if you care a lot about how the outcome goes, then maybe worth it. When is Silent Hill 2 coming out? I don't know, but a lot of pre-order pages popped up today for it, like on a bunch of retailers. So I have to assume that means we'll get a new trailer and a release date soon. Hold up, am I paying money to make a choice? So, Muscly Guy, you can now by default you can.
Some franchise like Silent Hill has been very.
Oh wait, hang on. Let's turn that off for a second there. Okay, we'll turn the music back on. Yeah. So you get a certain amount of influence points by default, and then you can get them by like playing games and such, or by doing little challenges. Of course, they will be happy to sell you some as well here. I did get the season pass because I thought we were gonna stream it, and so I'm like, okay, like what the heck, like why not? But you do not need to buy any of this stuff. Like so far, I've had more than enough influence points to do whatever I want all the time. Can I make a poll? A poll is like what we should vote on? Oh, I could. Maybe. Let's see. I don't know if the problem is I don't want to burn out people's community notifications. So I might not make a poll, but it's a good idea. I wish I could make a poll in chat right now. But let's go back and just take a look at it. So let's see. I saw some people saying 3 beg for forgiveness, and we could do that. Looks like call her bluff is dropping dramatically. Look at that. Yeah, let's beg for forgiveness. He did throw a pan at Astrid. Understandably, she might be a little upset about that. I get it. I can make a poll in chat falls on it. Really? How? I mean, I'll totally do it. I've just never seen it. Is it just like dash pull or something? I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I'd be happy to. Is this a game similar to Until Dawn? Kind of, Muscly Guy. Except in this case, like, the community is making these decisions, not any one particular person. So we have, like, these are the 4 decisions that we are gonna have to make. And it looks like tomorrow we're gonna get the 2 big ones that they've been kind of teasing since the opening. So about the syringe with Astrid, and then about Rachel explaining to the elders. And I really hope when we meet the elders that we learn a little bit more about what the heck is actually going on there. Nick Morrow, thank you for all the tea bracelets. Oh my god, that's really nice of you. Thank you. Yeah, so that'll be really interesting to watch tomorrow. Let's see, we haven't done the goals yet. There are goals and little challenges that you can do, and you can get a certain amount of influence points and such, and like you level up like the season pass for it. It's all cosmetic stuff. Again, you do not need the season pass. Save your 20 bucks. I wish I had. Tomorrow should be good. Yeah, I agree with you. I think tomorrow will be good. Yeah. All right, let's see. And then there is, let's see, weekly goals. We don't have any of those just yet. There's always the Arcane Library. Let's see, does it have new stuff in there? Let's see. So I wonder if, okay, so these affect Carl's Hope and Rachel's Hope. I haven't seen Shapeshifter. Oh, no, we did that before. All right. Let's see. Yeah. So let's see. I think that about covers today's episode. So, let's see. Tomorrow we'll be back at our normal time, Saturday and Sunday. It'll be 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific time. Just as a reminder, if you are not in a place with daylight savings time, so I'm in California, we do have that, meaning that like the streams will be an hour later for you starting on Sunday, because we lose an hour here. So just keep that in mind. I will try to update like the GMT times and all that, so that I'm being correct about that. To create a poll during a live, click on the create a poll icon in the left of the chat window. See, I think maybe I have to be. I'm using OBS's dock. I think maybe I have to be like on YouTube's chat thing in order to do that. Because yeah, I see I've got timestamps and participants, but I don't have that in the OBS dock. Okay, yeah, maybe we'll be able to do that. Doing something else. Yeah. I mean, I could try using the YouTube chat. Like that'd be fine. But yeah, so we'll be playing some more of The Room. It'll be Silent Hill 4 The Room. We'll be starting 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific time, right here on YouTube and TikTok. And then ideally, depending on when we finish that up, we'll go right into Saturday's episode. So I think it'll be a lot of fun. We've also got Origins set up. So if we do finish The Room tomorrow, which I believe we will, then we'll be able to start Origins on Sunday. So I think that'll be a blast. So. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'm going to take a much-deserved night off because my new video is queued up and ready to go, and I can finally relax guilt-free. So I'm very excited about that. I hope you all enjoy it. It's going to be on the main channel. It's going to launch 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific time. It's called I Can Fix Dead Space 3. So if you're a fan of Dead Space, check it out. Even if you're not a fan of Dead Space 3, you might find something that you like about it. Who's to say? Anyway, everybody, take care, and I will see you all tomorrow.